Hello, how are you doing? I'm sorry I had to turn the phone off. I hope the sound is good this time. It's been a while, so how are you doing? How are you really doing? How is everything going? How is your health? How is your work? How is your sleep? How friends and family? Here it's all kind of fine. You know that I use two kinds of medicine, one against the hallucinations and one to be able to sleep. So I was, I will be as careful as I can when I tell you this because everyone is different and I can only talk from my personal experience. I have uh, tried a few times that I went working 7 days a week. Many years ago, it was like 14 days in a row, and then the second try was like a month, and then then I think the third time was maybe 2 months or something. That was also when I had my best month, when I earned nine 1950 euros, and I made a video that I had made my business viable and successful. But we live in reality. So, unfortunately, after that, I had severe back pains and I couldn't work for like 2 weeks or so. The the last try to work 7 days a week, I did it for 120 days, so like 4 months. And I I had made some mistakes because I wasn't focused. I tried to do too many things at the same time. So I was obviously selling the greeting cards 7 days a week and traveling to another city, the city of Zevenaar, to go into another field with new people and a new market. It went okay. The results varied. I had days of just one sale when I was completely exhausted, or when I was tired and it didn't go well. I had days of 10 sales, which was okay. And I also had a day of 20 sales, which was great, obviously. Besides the selling of the greeting cards, I would visit my mother and sister and her kids every week on Sunday, and then I would sell my greeting cards there where they live. Besides that, I would write new books myself, and I would also create new books with the use of AI. I know there is a lot of criticism on those books, but my, how do you say that? My most important criteria for a book for my genre, the non-fiction self-help books, is if the book helps people, then it's a good book, right? So I have continued to create books with AI. That kind of speeds up the process. Unfortunately, some of the self publishers, like Mind Management Book, and they have blocked my account. Draft to Digital has delisted all my books except for two. Can you imagine that? I had self-published there more than 150 books. And by the way, the first 180 books I have written myself without the use of AI. I did not know about it then. I didn't have it then. So that's quite good. It's one of the things I did well in the past 5 to 7 years, that I always persisted to write more books, regardless of how the results were. Sometimes there were months I earned €0, and after a few years, there were months that I earned 150 or €200 with my books. So my persistence had paid off. But you can imagine the how do you call it, the disappointment, the setback, if you are for years putting efforts in it and time and energy, and at some of the self-publishers it also requires money to self-publish a book so that it gets a ISBN number, that is like an article number. That's €12.75 a book. So it was a investment of my time and effort and energy and money to get so many of my books self-published, and so that they would distribute them. And now they have delisted almost all of them, so it's a huge disappointment and a setback, of course. So that's too bad. Had to deal with that. And at Kobo, they also wanted to close down my account, and then they reconsidered and left it open. Fortunately, at Amazon, I have self-published most of my books. There are more than 240 by now. I have an Instagram ad that reaches about 50 to 100 people a day. It also links to my author page at Amazon, but I don't sell a lot of books on Amazon. I only sell them through their subscription program, KDP Select or something like that. Then you get paid for the amount of pages that are read by readers. So sometimes I get 2 cents, sometimes 26 cents. It's not much. Now I've adjusted the ad that it also includes the links at Brave New Books, where you can buy my books in paperback, and also at Smashwords, where you can get more than 100 of my books for free, and also to my company website, Hiero.store, where you can also download a lot of ebooks for free as a PDF, and where you since recently also can buy ebooks directly from me, and then you also help people with disabilities and a few charities that are trustworthy here in the Netherlands. I wanted to keep it brief, as I've noticed that shorter videos do better than the long ones. But it's been a while since we have spoken, so this one might be longer. uh, yeah, there is this thing that this attention deficit disorder or something, which I have trashed and debunked I, uh, with this statement. If you have that, I have noticed when I am on TikTok and I watch these short videos that after a while I become more impatient, and that it seems to me that a video of 2 or 3 minutes seems too long and I'm impatient and I scroll on to the next one. So I don't think that is healthy to watch that a lot, right? So you should you should be aware of that. So it can be fun for maybe 20, 30 minutes, but after that, do something else. And I've debunked it because you just, if you have that, just remember the time that you were in school when you could focus and learn for 8 hours in a day. And remember the times that you had those jobs, everyone's had them, where you could also focus and work and learn for 8 hours a day. So you have plenty of focus in you. Believe in yourself. Just remember. All right. So I was talking about doing too many things at the same time. Don't, I know, it's bad, but don't send me these comments like I've gotten on Instagram to fix my face and fix my teeth. The I will make an appointment to the dentist and he will clean this. So get over that. That's because of the cigars and the coffee. I can't get it clean with a toothbrush, not even with an electric one. That comment about fixing my face is complete bullshit, of course. And because what God made is good, or what Allah made is good, right? Be thankful for what you have. All right. And also, then I got another comment from someone else about to fix my hair, and I think I responded very correctly. I said, dude, they are killing people in the Ukraine. There are people that are sick. There are people that are dying. There are people that are hungry. There are homeless people. My hair is fine, however it looks, right? All right. So, and then I was, because this company of mine in its best month, it had almost produced 2,000 euros. And that's okay, obviously, when you have a disability like mine. But if you compare it, what you not should do, but if you compare it, then it's like the wage of someone that has a job, right? And the goal is obviously to get to the point where I earn like four, five, 10,000 a month. That is what you can do with a business and what your goal should be, of course. So I tried some things. I paid to make a international website of my company, which is part company, part organization, part charity, right? Because I make donations every month and you help people with disabilities and low incomes. So it's not 100% a company. But okay, so to achieve more success, to increase the revenue of my company, Hyro International, I would then pay to make the international website, which would be in English, that I then could share like worldwide, maybe via a advert, for example, that it would be easier for people because it was already translated. And so that was 400 euros. Danish did a good job, it looked good. And then I also thought I need an author website because other authors have an author website. And the one that I had made with a website editor didn't look that professional compared to the author websites of the other authors. So I paid another 400 to have Altaf make another website, but then it didn't turn out that great. It's on blogger.com. And I thought if I buy more if I buy more followers on Instagram via this website Popularity Bazaar, I know that's not maybe the way to get there to grow your following, right? You should create interesting content and then have people like it and share it and grow your following organically. But you understand it from my shoes, right? If you're selling greeting cards door to door for 9 years now, yeah, the company had a birthday in September. It exists now for 9 years. And if you're writing so many books for so many years, you would like more revenue, more success, obviously. And if there is a way to speed it up a bit and to reach more people, not only where I live in this village and the surrounding villages and cities, but also worldwide, if there is a way to speed it up, then you would try it. So I tried it and I thought, well, if I get 10,000 followers on Instagram and I finish a new book, and I share the new book, and all the 10,000 people get a notification about my post about the new book. Then maybe 100 people out of those 10,000 followers would be interested, and some of them would buy my book, right? So it's for marketing. So that also cost me money. And then I would not directly see an increase in book sales. And I also made different ads, one for my company website, one for the outer page at Brave New Books, one for the outer page at Amazon, one for the outer page at mybestseller.nl. And then, yes, it's only €1 a day per advert, but if you have 6 or 7, it becomes quite some money. So I was also doing that. I was keeping my word to make a new video every month on YouTube. Then if you finish the video, if you finish the book, you also have to share it on your social media. It also costs time and effort and energy. And I was starting new companies whenever I had a good idea, because I thought that one of them would work very well and it would get me to those earnings of 5 or 10,000 euros revenue a month. And then there was this woman that that I would see and have sex with, and uh, it cost me a lot of money. And after a while, I uh, decided not to see her anymore because it was too expensive. And I also was starting to fall in love with her, and she was not falling in love with me, so it wouldn't work out. Then I was also trying to go to the gym, to the fitness, for running on the treadmill and lifting weights, and also once a week to do kickboxing. And I also started an online store, and then another. And that also cost money, like 30, 40 euros a month per store. And then I got these people, so-called experts, to help me, but they cost me money and they didn't do a lot of work. One of them only produced like 3 short videos of a minute long, and I had paid him like in total more than 500 euros. So that was also a setback. Feels a bit like a scam, right? And there were no sales on the store, but he asked me again to pay him 350 euros because he can use the software to do marketing. And then I cancelled uh, the how do you call it, the contract to work together. because I didn't believe in it anymore. So that was too bad. And yeah, doing all these things at the same time. And I was tired every day. And I thought that was because of the work. And there have been many times that I would run out of money, which was so fucking frustrating. You can't, uh, you can't imagine, because you're working every day, 7 days a week, and then you run out of money, and then after 2 weeks you run out of money again, and then you ask yourself, what the fuck am I working for, right? So that was really bad. And I could not get rid of this fatigue, if I was to take a weekend off or a couple of days, then after that I would again be tired. So what the fuck is going on, right? And then I looked about on the internet. Oh yeah, before I tell you that, I was also trying to learn a new skill because I've been watching videos of Andrew Tate and he had a positive influence on me. I would approach business a bit differently, like you should prioritize the money in and not the costs. That was good because I was with so many ads in the website, and I also would pay for SEO for my YouTube videos so that they get viewed more. All these expenses. So to shift to the money in, doing the things that only produce money and not spend was good, a good lesson. It's obvious, but when you're trying, you can kind of forget that and make more expenses because you so badly want more success. And I also started kickboxing because he recommends to learn to fight because it will change how you feel about yourself and how you behave, and you will become more disciplined. And I joined this school and I started to learn copywriting. I wanted to learn it for myself to sell more of my books and more of my greeting cards and more of the products of my online store. But then it turned out that it was more broad than just writing a persuasive page of text. It was also about helping other entrepreneurs to profit more. One one simple but very effective strategy is, for example, that you recommend to them to raise their prices with, if they do coaching, you say raise your price with 25 euros per coaching session, right? Do that times 100 customers, you have an extra 2,500 in revenue with the same amount of work. So that's good, very good advice, right? So I was also doing the copywriting for other entrepreneurs to earn a review and recommendations, and then I would not get a review or a recommendation. And after a while, I thought, why am I doing this for free? I should get paid for this. This is really good advice. And then I would send them an invoice, but they would not pay it, or they would not respond at all, or ignore me. Then I would not know if they have used the advice to implement it to help themselves or not. It was also a bit frustrating, but I decided that the best thing I could do was to persist, right, until I find better clients. So that's what I did. So doing all of those things at the same time, it made me very tired. And I also had some other issues, like when I was fucking with this beautiful woman, that my dick would get soft. And I thought maybe that was something because I used to drink alcohol last year for a while, quite a lot, because I could not sleep. So I had to take this pill to get a more stiff wiener, right? That worked all right. And so at some time I would look up the side effects of my medicine. And it was a long list, man, like 30 side effects. And besides that, also taking more than one medicine in combination with another medicine, it makes you forget things. And I also had that quite sometimes happen to me, right? For example, that I would go to work and then I would forget to prepare and package the greeting cards that are selling the best, right? Which seems like a mistake, but I just forget and I did not know why that was. Or I would have a conversation and then after that I would forget most of what the other person had said to me. And that's quite disturbing. You're sometimes get a bit worried. Am I not getting another fucking mental problem, right? But it was all because of the side effects of the medications, which were quite severe. And after seeing that long list of side effects and seeing that I was suffering from some of them, it kind of scared me a little bit. I thought, what if I continue and then after 10 years my dick would not work at all? What the fuck is that kind of life, right? Or that I am still tired every day and that taking days off doesn't help any, not at all. What's that kind of life? So I stopped using my medicine for 2 weeks, and I do not recommend this. Do not try it. And I had 2 very bad weeks. I had withdrawal symptoms, very severe. One time I was sleeping at my sister's house, and I felt I was lying in the bedroom and it felt like I was dying. so it was really bad. And two times I had experienced that I was not getting oxygen, like I was suffocating. That was also really bad. And then there were other withdrawal symptoms like shaking and being stressed out, like tense, but really tense. So, and I would sleep even worse. I would sleep like 3, 4 hours a night, and I would have a sleep deficit in those 2 weeks. And after 2 weeks, I could not endure anymore. And we went to the doctor and we got new medicine. And then I kind of recovered. And so I learned in the hardest way possible that I need my medication against the hallucinations. I cannot live without those, but because I was also uh, getting out of reality, it was really bad. So I cannot live without those medications. I have to take those, but what we also had done in the last uh, 6 months or 1 year, the medications for hallucinations went from a half tablet a week to 1 tablet a week to 1.5 tablet a week. And sleeping medicine went from 1 tablet a night to 2 tablets a night, and sometimes, if I really could not sleep, 3 tablets a night. And that one is called diazepam, but it's also called Valium, which is more known as a name, I think. So after those 2 weeks, when I started to take the medicine again, I tried to do with less medicine. So I decided to stay at one tablet a week against the hallucinations, and I did with only half a tablet with the sleeping medicine. So the one against hallucinations I have to keep taking for the rest of my life, but I will only do with 1 tablet a week, not 1.5, to have less problems with those side effects. But that will be better, but it means that I will hallucinate maybe more often. So, but that's something I have to live with. I also had the problem that I could not feel much, right? I was like a zombie. It was really bad, because then I would visit my sister and her children, and I would not feel the joy or the love that you feel. So that was really bad, and I did not know why that was. I thought maybe I'm a man, I feel less emotion than a woman, but after a while I did not feel much at all. So it was not because I'm a man, it was because of these medications and their side effects. So when I started taking them again, I did with only half a sleeping tablet for 1 week, the Valium, and my sister paid for me to get a massage to get this stress and tenseness out of my body. And then she bought this oil for me for sleeping and some teas. And then after that week, I stopped taking the sleeping medicine. And that is now like 10, 11 days ago. So and the withdrawal symptoms last like 2 to 3 weeks. So I have still like 10 days to go. And then the withdrawal symptoms won't bother me anymore. But I think I have endured the most worst ones by now. So gradually I'm feeling better and getting better. So in that period of time, I was not able to work and I didn't go to the gym. I didn't do much at all. It was bad, man. It was really bad. And I say I have to be cautious about how I say this because if you really need your medicine, like I do for a mental problem or for your heart or something, keep taking them, right? But these sleep medicine you can do without. If you're taking one pill a night, try to take a half and find more natural ways to sleep better, like exercise is good. Trying to work more and get more done. You work and you do chores in the house and you also work out at the gym and you maybe read something or create something. You're busy with your hobby or your side hustle, and that way you make yourself tired and you will sleep better, right? Sometimes it feels like I cannot say what I want to say because maybe half of the time when I say something, I speak out against something. Like for now, I'm speaking against the sleep medicine, right? Which is not in the interest of the people that produce and sell it. But I am the man for the people, right? Not, I am also for the profit and for the money because we all need it to live. And if you want to live better, you need more of it, yes. But mostly I'm for the people to help the people, right? And I don't know if those people are like that because they can also make medicine and tablets that have less side effects, right? Yes, of course. But are they doing that? I don't know. Doesn't seem like it. So I made a new book. It is half written by me, half written by AI, all kinds of things and topics that I don't agree with, like that they print the money and they have they have it in abundance, in excess, and they still make you pay a lot of taxes. So why? To build the fucking roads? I understand if 500, 600 years ago there were the bad roads, the roads of dirt, right? No asphalt. That at that time you pay your taxes to the king or the president so that they have the money to build the roads with asphalt so that we can drive our cars more safely. Yes, when there were no schools, you had to pay taxes so they can build the schools and the hospitals and so on, and a lot of other infrastructure. But now all those things are built, so what the fuck are you paying the taxes for, right? When they can just print the money and pay for it. It's a control mechanism, it seems. But what can you do about it, right? I don't like politics. I'm not gonna go into politics, and I don't think I can change that. I can only do what is best for me, which is keep paying my taxes out of duty to this country because we are refugees and it has received us very well out of gratitude. So that's a duty, and to try to become as skilled as possible and to earn as much as possible, right? So I can live better and also contribute to a better life to my family and other people. And I think the best way to earn more is to help a lot of other people. So that's what I try to do and what I am doing with selling my greeting cards and creating more books and doing the copywriting, right? And so should you. All right. I've bought a subscription to this app to make AI videos, and some of them are quite good. They promote my books. So in the upcoming year, if I have the time, there will be like 200 or more short videos that promote my books. I will upload them to YouTube, Instagram. I think it would save me some time instead of me making short videos where I promote my book and try to sell it to you that this thing makes the video that saves some time. I don't know if it is better or worse than if I would do it myself, but some of them are good, so it's okay. Another thing is the depth, which is a problem. You know that when I failed with my first business between 2012 and 2015, I was without money, and after that, they had rejected my application to get a government income like 4 or 5 times. And also in the years after 2015, I was with little money. Then I started to selling the greeting cards, but it didn't go that well. I would earn like 100, 200, 300 euros a month, and that went into groceries, some bills, buying new greeting cards, and so on. So it was a very tough time for me. And then I could not pay, for example, my health insurance and some other things. And the debts would get bigger. I think the law that approves those debt collectors to take a bill of 100 euros for a gym the subscription, like I had, and that I didn't pay for like 2 months. And it went to, from the gym, it went to this debt collector, and he made that 100 euro invoice bill, he made it a 600 euros bill, a debt. And all of them did that. They would raise and raise and raise it, doubling it like 5, 6 times. And it felt like, what the fuck are they doing? They're fucking burying me in debt, man. It was not normal. I was so angry about it, but I could not do anything about it. And I think the law that approves that predatory tactic, I think that's a corrupt law and it should be changed. So now, more than 10 years along the way, the debts have increased exponentially, and it's very difficult to pay things off, right? So now I will go into the debt program of the government. It will take like 3 years, and after that they will erase all of my debts, more than 30,000 euros. So thank God for that. Thank Allah. But unfortunately, in those 3 years, I cannot have a company. So I'm still not sure what am I going to do and if I can proceed to keep selling my greeting cards. I hope that it would not be a problem if I sell it on behalf of someone else's company, right? Because I need this work to have contact with people and to be walking around and travel a bit and so on, uh, for uh, for things to do in a day, right? So that I'm not sitting at home too much. So I hope that will be possible. With the book writing and the copywriting, I can continue from home. All right, for these short videos, I would like to ask you, please be supportive and like them and share them. And if you want to buy some of my books, you can go to Amazon and buy them there. If you would like to get some of them for free, You can get them at my website, hiro.store, or at Smashwords. Sometimes I think after having written more than 180 books and then made more than 60 with AI, that I kind of deserve a little bit of more success, right? You would feel the same way. But for that, I need the help of people. We always need people and we always need help, however strong we are. So that's why I'm asking you to help me out, and maybe I can help you in some way. And I hope that my books will help a lot of people too. All right, so let's close off. Yeah, you know that I wanted that guy that would share his complete story from starting a company with nothing and then the whole road to success. But then I became that guy, and that's what some of my videos are about, like this one. So, one of the lessons is to focus on money in and not spend money on useless things that don't work for more success, and with that, not create more debts. Another is to eat better, eat more healthy, and work out if you can possibly every day. One of them is to get off the sleeping medicine. It's bad. I would also feel restless, right? I would sit at my sister and our kids and try to enjoy the couple of hours that we had together, but I couldn't because I would feel very restless, like I need to work more, I need to earn more money. That was also not good, but it was also one of those side effects. So those things are really bad for you. If you possibly can, try to get off the sleeping medicine and use natural things to sleep better, like I've recommended, like exercise and making yourself tired with more work. But yes, it has been difficult and sometimes very difficult, but some good will come out of it, right? Because now I won't be held back more by alcohol. I'm almost sober for 1 year. This is the third time in my life that I'm quitting it, and now for good. I've experienced what it really cost. It cost too much. It almost cost me the relationship with my father. So that's a very painful lesson, but it will serve me to stay away from the devilish booze for the rest of my life. So that won't be holding me back anymore. Now I'm uh, off the sleeping medicine, and after 10 more days, I won't have the withdrawal symptoms. And after that, I won't be tired every day anymore. I won't have this restlessness. My dick is working better again, thank heavens. And a lot of these side effects are gone, so that won't be holding me back anymore. And after 3 years and some months, the debts will also be gone and they won't be holding me back anymore. So thank God, thank Allah for that. And after that, I can really start saving and building up something for myself, for my for my old years, because I'm now 39. I'm getting older. Time is moving fast. So those are the very good things that came out of this mess. And if you're going through struggles and a mess, then remember that eventually good things will come out of it, and you will be more stronger and more wise because you've went through that, and maybe you can write a book about your struggle and make some money with it. All right, this has taken quite some time, but I'm glad to be back. I'm glad that things are getting better. Thank you for watching. Please be supportive. Like I said, we all need each other, and I obviously need you, and I need your help to subscribe to my channel, to like my videos, and to share them, and to buy some books of mine, make some donations, perhaps order 50 greeting cards for $50, right? Quite unique, beautiful ones in English. And you can share them around with your friends and family. So, I hope that my works will also help you a lot. That's why I also give a lot of my books away for free. So please do help one another. Thank you very much, and until next time. Bye bye.